Hi, welcome to another video tutorial brought to you by LearnHowToScreenPrint.com. In today's video, we are going to be demonstrating heat press transfer of names and numbers onto athletic jerseys. Let's get started. All right, so the jersey that we are printing on is 100% polyester. And when you are going to be using a 100% polyester, you can't really use a standard vinyl. We are going to be using Sublablock. It is a specialty materials product. It comes in 5 colors. These are the standard athletic colors. This is a great material to use for doing athletic jerseys, 100% polyester, especially because it has an extra layer of vinyl that will fight dye migration. Dye migration is when this red polyester gets too hot, it will release gas back up into the vinyl, and oftentimes it can turn the vinyl whatever color the dye was used. So in this case, if we weren't using the correct vinyl, these names and numbers could turn pink. So you definitely want to use the correct vinyl for the correct substrate that you're going to be printing on. So let's go ahead and get started. The Sublablock, it does come with the application instructions. You want to use a firm pressure when you're pressing these on there with your heat press. You definitely want to kind of increase your pressure when you are running this through your vinyl plotter. It is a little bit thicker, so it's a good idea to use a little bit more pressure. You know, just raise the pressure a little bit because it's a thicker material, so it needs to cut all the way through. That way it makes weeding it a lot easier. And while I'm on that, another great thing about this is the carrier sheet. Sometimes if this S comes up and it gets moved a little bit, the carrier sheet helps you line it back up and press it on there. So, you know, if one of those letters come up accidentally while you're weeding it, then you can always press it right back onto the carrier sheet and get them lined up. So let's go ahead and throw this on the jersey. And first thing you want to do is a preheat. So this will make sure all the moisture is out of the garment. You definitely want to pre-press the garment before you go ahead and put the names and numbers on there. All right, so we are going to pre-press the garment for 4 seconds to make sure all the moisture is out of it. There we go. Okay, and you definitely want to make sure you have your Teflon coating sheet here. This will protect the garment from any scorches. All right, so now that we have that pre-pressed, we're going to go ahead and put the names and numbers on there. And you want to make sure that the names and numbers are not overlapping any seams. This will affect the pressure. You want to make sure there's good even pressure all the way across where the names and numbers are going to be pressed on. And we're going to lower it just a tad there. Let's see. There we go. All right. Looks good and straight. Okay. Let's go ahead and cover it with our Teflon coating sheet. And then if you want to zoom in here, we're going to set the temperature to the correct time and the time that we need to press. All right, so we're using the George Knight clamshell here, and we can change the temperature right here. Currently have it set at 340. We are going to drop it down to 330. That's set, okay? And now we are going to change the time to 20 seconds. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and begin pressing the garment. And there we go. So now in 20 seconds, this timer will go off and the clamshell will automatically pop up. It's a great thing about the George Knight clamshell press. It's got the auto pop up. That way, if you're off, weeding some more names and numbers, this will raise up and you don't take the risk of burning the garment. There we go. So after you let it cool down for a second, and this is a peel warm material, just grab the corner of the carrier sheet and begin peeling. So there you have it. Now you have a name and number on athletic garments. It's a little bit faster than screen printing a name and number for each garment, because then you have to, if you have a team of 13, that's 13 different screens you have to use. You have to spend time coating them with emulsion. Then you have to spend time, setting up the press, spend time reclaiming the screens. So for us, it is more cost effective to use heat transfer, names and numbers. All right, so the Sub-A-Block has a very soft hand feel and a matte look. It is great to use on dark colored garments. Those are the ones that will give you trouble with the dye migration. The light colored garments, you really don't have too much of a chance of dye migration on those if you're using a light colored garment and a dark vinyl. I would definitely suggest a test wash just to make sure everything is set correctly. It just wouldn't be a good thing if you printed 100 of these and something was wrong and then all 100 of them came back because they washed off. So you definitely want to print one, wash it, make sure all your parameters are set correctly, the correct pressure, the correct temperature, the correct time, and just make sure everything's set right. That way you don't have trouble with the garments coming back because the names and numbers washed off. The Sub-A-Block comes in 5 colors. Those are the most popular for the athletic sports teams. And yeah, so thank you for watching this screen printing tutorial brought to you by LearnHowToScreenPrint.com. Until next time, happy printing.